Hello everyone, welcome back to Planet Coaster and welcome back to Nemesis the 1-to-1 recreation of the B&M inverts in Planet Coaster. Today we are moving from the brake run and over to the Corkscrew area, so mainly today it's going to be just scenery and terraining. So if you're not interested in that, then click off the video. I'm not really that concerned about that, but of course in the live stream last week, in case you missed it, we did do the bus, which is now sat there, so you might be wondering, hang on, why isn't there a video on the bus? That's because that was in the live stream last week. If you missed it, then you can go and replay it. Of course there will be a live stream tomorrow. I'm just going to do live streams every Friday afternoon now, from about 2:30 PM. That's Greenwich Mean. No, we're not in Greenwich. Are we in Greenwich Mean Time now? I don't know, I hate it when the clocks go back, because you never know if you're in British Summer Time or Greenwich Mean Time, and it's really annoying. Anyway, right, so here I'm just doing the terrain. You might notice the monorail has disappeared, or you might have not, because it's not really that special now, is it? The main reason, well, I say the main reason, the only reason the monorail has disappeared is because it's complicated things a bit too much. The monorail track goes over, the monorail track, when it was there, went over the bus, and of course it doesn't go over the bus. It goes to the side of the bus, but it doesn't go over the bus. So yeah, the monorail track is gone, and I'm just going to do it at the end of the recreation, and that's purely just because I think it would be easier to do the monorail at the end when everything's done. But yeah, so here of course I've got my pre-made fences. I absolutely love these. I know it puts the piece count up, but details, to be honest, it's absolutely fantastic. Surprisingly, for the piece count, it's running quite well, to be honest. I don't know if that's just my PC. Well, my PC isn't even that good. I have low range gaming PC. I've got a 1050 Ti and a Ryzen 5, so I have a low range PC, and it's running okay. It's not too framey. Yes, it's not 60 FPS. I think it's about 40 FPS, so yeah, it's still running quite well for the piece count it is. In case you did miss it, or missed the news that I broke, yeah, the piece count of Nemesis at the moment has surpassed Wickerman's overall piece count, and Nemesis isn't even done. So yeah, it's gonna be a meme, basically. It is stupid. I know I shouldn't be doing such a high piece count for one single coaster, but I need to get those details in, to be completely honest. I just love to get the details in like this. These fence pieces, or not the fence, they're not a piece, they're like tons of pieces that I've put together. They just work so well. Those are the fences of the ride. You saw the other ones couple months ago that I made, where I used just 2 iron fence pieces and just put them as a grid sort of thing, and yeah, it kind of worked, but it didn't really look like the proper Nemesis fence, whereas those ones do. And to be honest, I would take detail over piece count, because yeah, piece count is high, but it is running quite well, to be completely honest. So yeah, so by the time I finish Nemesis, the piece count is going to be much higher than Wickerman, and Wickerman's piece count was 60,000, so this could very well get over to 100,000 pieces, which would be amazing if it actually does. It could, you never know, but yeah, so done those fences, and now we've got to do this cobblestone wall, of course, using my pre-made cobblestone wall. And my friend Alex, he's like, oh, why don't you use the spooky pieces, keep the piece count down. The spooky ones are just they don't work. They just don't work at all, and I don't like them, basically. I really don't like pieces. Yes, I'll use them from time to time when I can use them, where it's mostly a flat wall, but with this, where it's so uneven and the cobblestone is not really in a pattern, I'd say, I use my pre-made cobblestone wall pieces like that. Of course, it's putting a rock here because a rock is there in real life. Why does Nemesis have these random rocks placed throughout the ride? It's quite weird, of course. Using N7's tree pack just there to put down a custom tree. N7, if you're watching this, your tree pack's amazing. I just have to say that. I love your tree pack, and it helps so much. Just editing the terrain a little here. Whilst I edit this terrain, I think is going to be terrain editing for a couple minutes. we're going to get onto a touchy subject. A couple days ago, Frontier did their last Workshop Wonderland live stream thing that they do every Wednesday, and they said they're going to stop it now so they can focus on Planet Zoo, and that's raised a lot of questions on whether Frontier have ended development of Planet Coaster. It's hard to say whether they actually have ended development of Planet Coaster and we're not going to get a new update. It has been 4 months since the last major update, and normally they do them every 3 months, so that does raise a red flag. So it's quite upsetting, to be honest, because Planet Zoo has basically taken the spotlight now, and I just feel like Planet Coaster and players like me who love Planet Coaster to death, and there's so much stuff in real theme parks that isn't in Planet Coaster yet, and I don't like Planet Zoo. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Planet Zoo. It just doesn't interest me, and that's perfectly fine, and people love Planet Zoo. There are people out there that love Planet Zoo, and I'm all for that. Yeah, Frontier, it's their brand new game, but I mean, Planet Coaster still has so much. It still has so much potential. There are so many coaster types out there that aren't in the game yet, and to see that they're not really gonna add anything more now, well, I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently it is. It's just a bit, it just makes me feel a bit left behind, to be honest. Maybe they might be developing Planet Coaster 2 at the moment, who knows? Who knows? If they actually are developing Planet Coaster 2, then fantastic, but oh well. So here I've done the corkscrew. Well, I haven't actually done the whole corkscrew. Using my cobblestone walls just to do this sort of tunnel piece. This took me a very long time to do because it's so weird, if that makes sense. The terraining in this part is quite odd. It is very quite odd. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, it just, Nemesis's terrain is hard to do, basically. That's what I'm getting at here. Never recreate Nemesis. It has been a nightmare for me. I've been doing quite a bit of work off camera, and there has been times where I just wanted to stop because it's so frustrating. And because the Planet Coaster path system is just stupid, I've resorted, well, I haven't done it yet, but I've decided that I'm just going to do not even terrain painting, but just individual concrete slabs for the path in the pit, because it's going to be an absolute nightmare to actually do it with the path system in the game, because the path system in the game is just so stupid. And Frontier, if you're watching this, please, in your next Planet Series game, fix the paths, because they haven't even fixed them in Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo still has the same path system, and it's such a stupid path system. It just does not work at all. It never does what I want it to. Oh, the terrain's too uneven. No, it's not. It is flat. I have flat terrain, and just because it's close to a cliff, it's like, oh no, I don't want to post it here. I'm getting too ahead of myself. Anyway, done a little bit of scenery there, and yes, I said earlier in the episode that I don't like the spooky wall pieces, and I only used them, for rare cases. Well, this is one of those rare cases where they just do work. They do work here. Because the wall here is mostly flat and made up of even cobblestone, so yeah, these pieces do work here, so just placing them down. And I have to say, this is one of the more easy parts, but then yeah, I realise it here, hang on, this wall's gonna collide with the train, so yeah, put the train back a little, change the direction of the wall, and hopefully it won't collide with the train now. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it out here because the rest of the episode is going to be this. I'm going to plan on doing a video on the whole Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster fiasco that's going on at the moment, about apparently Frontier ending development. I'm going to do a video on that, just to talk about it, start a discussion, Also, I will be live streaming tomorrow, probably at 2:30. If it's not 2:30, then it might be 3. Yeah, that's something that I'm going to do every Friday now, Friday live streams. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the last few minutes of the time lapse, and enjoy some Nemesis music and some other music from some other theme parks probably. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.